Okay, well, let me talk about one personality and just the idea, the big news this week that Jim Bouton died, author of Ball 4. And by the way, Jim Bouton, a one-time teammate of Brian Snitker in the minor leagues. Did you know that?
Oh,
Yeah,
I did not know that.
I think it was the Savannah Braves and all this when Bouton was trying to make a comeback with the Braves. Yeah, Snitker was a minor league teammate of his. Uh, and such. Obviously, Snitker was going up, and Bouton was at 38 or so going out. But and just thoughts right there. I mean, have you read Ball 4? We talk a little bit. There was a change, and yeah, baseball can be fuddy-duddy and all this, but what do you think taking the mask off back in 1969, or I guess the book came out in 70, did for the game?
I'll be honest, I've not read it. I have not read the book. I need to read the book, but I have not read it.
I haven't read it cover to cover. I've read enough of it.
Yeah.
There's enough of it where, like, when Bouton is a free thinker and there's, like, old school coach. And this was a guy named Eddie O'Brien, who actually happened to live in Seattle. And, he was the bullpen coach because, now he can get a pension if we make him the bullpen coach. He was well thought of ex-major leaguer around Seattle. And just was, he called him small stuff. And it was a situation where, like, one day a kid came and sat with them in the bullpen. And, okay, that's not allowed, but it was a real fun and nice event. Nobody was going to say anything. Parents were overseeing everything. And what happens, Eddie O'Brien, with no tact whatsoever, got to stop this. We can get in trouble. It was that sort of thing. That was the guy that O'Brien was. And it was everybody who's had a boss like that can relate. And there's also the one great story that they go to a Moroccan restaurant and they bet on what O'Brien is going to eat. And one guy says fried chicken, the other guy says steak, and he orders lamb chops at a Moroccan restaurant. And Bouton says, we were both right.
I love it.
That was a pretty decent line right there. No, Josh Brown, Knockahoma Nation. Hey, looking at the second half, I mean, we're sort of state of the game, lull, and all this. Two quick questions. Are you afraid of Pete Alonso once Mickey Callaway gets the axe and the Mets can have some sort of direction to their team, if not this year, in the future? I mean, he really did, I think, win the All-Star game in many ways, not only with this hit that brought the National League almost to victory, but by winning the Home Run Derby, even if he had fewer home runs than Vlad Guerrero. This guy with the Mets, is that somebody that you're saying, yeah, that's going to be a thorn in a lot of baseball teams' side for a long time to come? What do you think?
Yeah, probably. He's fantastic. I didn't know much about it before the All-Star game. I'll tell you what, I'm not that informed on the Mets because they're not very good. But he's great for sure. I don't think the Mets are going to be a threat though. I think the Braves actually are built for the next 2 to 3 years.
I get that. I just think, next year you make changes and all this, and I do think also that when the Phillies and Nationals and Mets actually get competent leadership, or even if the Marlins decided that they wanted to have some sort of competence themselves, I mean, there's always the chance of a challenge and all that. Of course, we are talking about the Braves who won 14 straight divisions at one point. I remember that. Last question. Do they need Madison Bumgarner to win in the playoffs?
That's a tough question, Marky. He's better than his ERA this year, I'll tell you that much. I don't think they need him to make the playoffs. I don't, but I think that he's good. I also think Marcus Stroman would be good too for the Braves.
Okay. There you go. I know a lot of people. I think that Bumgarner, he put the no trade clause on all the contending teams because he wanted to say so. It was a brilliant move and all that.
Right.
But yeah, so, the modern player getting his rights in, I did appreciate that. I'm just kind of curious here. I want to see the rent-a-player. I want to see the team trade away the star like Bumgarner and then sign him back as a free agent, especially when it comes out that in a case like Bumgarner, you know that he's not going to get real big bucks because his production has gone down and he's not getting any younger. So, he may be one of these 1 or 2 year contract guys and all this. Anyway, he's Josh Brown, Knockahoma Nation. Very wonderful listen to. And yeah, we're getting back into baseball season here with the Braves 6 up on their competitors in the NL East. Whoa, wait a minute here. We will be back next week, Monday at noon. Tri-Cities Sports Now coming back to you next week. See you then.